Good rising, grand rising. What's up? I hope that y'all are having a fabulous day as well. Cause I am. I am. I was watching the babies play in the water earlier, and now I'm watching them make slime out here. So it is. It's a win-win for your girl. Love your readings. Oh, thank you, Gabby. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spike Gunner. What's up? I did my thumbs up. I know that's right. Thank y'all so much. So Sag, I wanted to tap in and see what was going on with you. Where can I be of a service for you? Where can I be a friend for my Sagittarian gang? Y'all, I do ask that y'all smash that thumbs up button as we are sliding up in this thing, enjoying a plate of food. Let me see. I'm actually being called in to go to this deck. This is becoming my new fave. I can't lie. One of my new faves. I'm getting caught into this. I'm getting caught into the cosmic insights, y'all, and I'm so trying to get caught into another one. What y'all got going on? That Spirit wants me to pull these cosmic insights. What's going on, Spirit? Okay, well, I can ground it with Moonology. I can do that. We'll do cosmic insight and we'll ground it with the Moonology. How about that? So it's not so heavy. We're about to have a Sagittarius full moon. Are y'all ready? It is coming up in, what's that, 7 days. It is coming up in 7 days. Sagittarius full moon. Hey, tap in. Tap in. It's my fullest intentions to tap in with you. It is my fullest intentions to tap in with you. I know that ain't a knock. Yes. I just clocked in. I just started working. Give me a minute, okay? What's up, Cynthia of the Peace? What's up, True Blue? What's up, Trey Love? What's good, y'all? What's up, Ashley C? What's up? Oh, it's good to see y'all. So let's tap in and see what's going on with my lovely Sagittarian Ninth House Collective. Why am I being caught into? What's up, Candy K? I'm going to call y'all out for a minute if y'all brave enough to comment in that chat today. What's up, Dia? What's up? I'm going to talk to y'all today. Okay, so we could be needing to talk about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is wanting to show up. Something is trying to something needs to you need to let things flow. Everything is about divine timing here. Let me see what's going on, y'all. Yeah, Spirit is saying, look, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. Okay, so there's something that you need to know as it pertains to a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Spirit is saying the red flags that you ignore right now, patience, just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Oh, shoot. Let me see, because I'm not done. Don't worry. We're going to get to the bottom of this one. One more, please. Cosmic Insights for the Sagittarian Ninth House Collective. Yes. Look, what did I just say? Yes. Yes. Damn. Well, shit, we might as well go and take these off. It look like we crystal clear today, Pookie. We might as well go and take him off. Look like we crystal clear today. Spirit is saying you can look. I want you to know that whoever this is, you cannot put anything past them right now. Okay, so this is definitely the time to make sure that you are dotting your T's. I mean, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Don't you be out here dotting no motherfucking T. Not in this war. Let me see, Spirit. Where we going? So there's a need to really pay attention to the red flags. Like, this isn't the time to be dismissing anything. Okay, don't take any risk. Let me see, Spirit. Anchor this with the Moonology for my Sagittarian Ninth House Collective. Anchor this. What's up, KC? Oh, I've missed you too, Pooh. I've missed you too. I've missed your energy. Let me see, Spirit. Anchor this with a moonology, please. Anchor this with a moonology for my Sagittarian Ninth House Collective. It's a time to give rather than to take, but it came out in the reverse. I don't take this deck in the reversals, but I won't dismiss the red flag, right? I won't dismiss the way that my spirit team is trying to talk to me. Okay, new moon in Virgo. So in Virgo season, around Virgo season, it'll be, so when I think about Virgo season, that's what? That's the end of August. That's the end of August, the beginning of September. So when I think about Virgo season, I'm pretty sure that they would say that that would be the time where you're not really planning anything. You're not really pulling anything up from the ground. I don't know though. I'm not a planner. That's my sister. But for Virgo energy to be about introspection, it would definitely tell me that this is the season right now to really just, there's nothing to do right now. Okay. I do feel like that this is a situation that you typically would try to make compromises or negotiate with, or at least expend your energy trying to negotiate and trying to make compromises, ultimately only to walk away without, yes, I'm hitting it. When you be playing that hot and cold game, well, the urges came on. I'm real hot. So it's like, this is a situation that you would typically be trying to negotiate back and forth with. Trying to come up with a solution to release the stress. Spirit is saying this isn't necessarily the time for you to overextend yourself, because by overextending yourself, like panic, the birds, panic will cause you. Listen, I'm gonna slow down. Panic will cause you, think about it. You would have had to watch the all signs reading. I was channeling earlier this rising. I was standing outside and I watched these birds fly through the tree. It's like they were having a game of chase or something, and they just flew right through the tree. It didn't look like they touched a branch or a leaf or anything, but I seen them come out on the other side. And it made me think how easy it was for that bird to fly through it. And even though it's small, even when I look at it, it doesn't seem like that their wingspan could fit through the openings of that tree, but they managed it. But the fact of the matter is, if we're in pursuit, if that bird could have chose to go around and miss this tree, but it would have been going the long way around. Okay. I honestly feel like that because of the way that you have the tendency to overthink this situation, you're not seeing your easy way throughs. And because you're not seeing your easy way throughs, you're seeing you like, oh shit, I'm not going to fit. Oh shit, I'm not going to fit. Okay, I'm going to go around this way. And you're prolonging your journey. That's what's happening here, and it's causing you to overextend. And Spirit, with it time to give coming in the reverse, I haven't even looked at the bottom of that deck, but with that coming in the reverse, Spirit is saying, please don't do it. Not right now. Not in this season, for whatever reason that may be. Look, listen, Linda. You and your loved ones are safe. Listen, you know what that's telling me? There's no need for your panicked or your, there's no need for that mentality. There's no need for that mentality. You can fit through that hole in that tree. Like you can fly through it. It's like the only risk, the only gamble is to think that I'm in control, I gotta go this way. And because I think I'm in control, I can't navigate through this. But if I release the burden of what I think I can do, and I accept the power that is being vested in me, I have no idea why I came through like that. But that's literally the way that I heard it. But if I release my expectation and I trust in my divine to lead me and navigate me through this, because we got to go back to that verse. Why are we going to stress when the birds got everything? I mean, the birds build their own house. The birds got food. They don't worry about none of that shit. We do. They don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So if that's taken care of, why are we out here stressing, right? So I feel like that there's something about a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, that is about to trigger you. And Spirit is saying it's really all under control. You and your loved ones are safe and a new start is coming. So there's no need for that panicked response. Okay. Or there's no need to allow your expectation or your need to control the narrative, or because, no, Kiana, you just don't know what this person is capable of. I don't have to know what this person is capable of. The divine knows what this person is capable of. And what you and I have to know is that, well, you and your loved ones are safe, and that the divine has got this under control. So the last thing that the divine needs you to do is start to panic, because as a mother, baby, have y'all ever went to go wash a baby's hair in the bathtub that really don't like it? And when they panic, it really makes it worse than it has to be. So Spirit is saying, if you start to panic and go into self-preservation or to survival mode, you're really acting as that child frailing, trying to keep the water that's not nowhere near their fucking eyes coming from their eyes. But because they're frailing, the water is coming towards their eyes, face, nose, and mouth. Right? So when we panic, we make the situation worse. And ultimately, Spirit is saying this is not a situation that you don't have to do that here. You can sit back and relax. Like, just imagine yourself at the beauty shop and just sit back and relax, okay? But you and your loved ones are definitely, look, and listen, Linda. And it may not necessarily be so much of a panic, and it might just necessarily be like, nah, boo. They didn't got me on before, and I'll be damned if they do it again. I bet you they'll walk away from this one knowing I'm boss. And Spirit is saying, oh, but you're not boss. I got you. I got you. And because the divine got you, the divine needs you to humbly move in favor. Oh, Lord, we're going to have to talk about this, y'all. Look, listen. I was literally just out here talking to a friend of mine, and she's been like, listen, okay, you got to know how to move when the divine is moving, okay, without taking that shit personal. And she's entertaining. There's somebody that I don't talk to anymore, okay, because they just don't move the way not safe enough for me, Pookie. But that person is kind of, I guess, missing my energy, missing the friendship and stuff like that. And a friend of mine is entertaining the conversation and kind of packing it back. And whatever the case may be, there is something that the other person is saying that they're sending. They're saying that they're texting me something. They're saying that they're sending me something, and they're getting a reaction out of it. And I'm telling you, the only reason why I removed myself from this situation is because I was divinely guided to remove myself from this situation, right? Somebody feels like that they're getting a reaction, and this other lady is packing it back. And this is how I put it into it. I said, look, let me tell you something, baby. I said, I can go in here and get my phone right now. I said, I'm going to show you how much God loved me. That's who I call my divine. I said, I'm going to show you how much my God loved me. I said, whatever it is y'all talking about, that she thinks that she's sending my way, baby, God ain't even letting it come to my front porch. I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready to move like that, Sagittarius. And the universe is saying, I need you to move like that. Because I didn't have to do too much. All I had to do was look, Mom, I can go ahead and get my phone right now, and I can show you. And I ain't changed my number in years, okay? I said, so I can show you right now. I said, and the only reason why that's not coming to my front doorstep, or the reason why that's not coming to the other side of my line, is because it's not meant to. My divine don't want me to have no parts of it, okay? It's not to say the little mama's over lying. It's not to say the little mama's over bad, okay? It's just to say that, my divine don't feel like she's in alignment with me. And quite frankly, that's why I remove my energy. Okay. That's what the universe needs you to, like, the universe needs you to move in that way. This is not the season to start being like, well, because they are over there talking about me. And it really, so now external validation is not only exceeding your intuition, it's exceeding your divine guidance. Well, then we got a problem. And that's what the universe wants you to know. If you continue to dismiss these red flags, what's that say? They will come back to bite later. That's what the divine wants you to know. So this is not a time to really overgive into this situation. It's a time to really reflect on the harvest that you have reaped thus far from this situation. Show me what's going on with this water sign. How will my collective know who this is? Well, for one, when I get the justice card, baby, you look it up. Truth is one of its definitions, okay? Truth. So I definitely feel like that truth has been spoken. This person could work in the legal system, or, you know what I'm saying? This person could have been making you feel bottled in, caged in. You could feel like you've been screaming for help and no one's been hearing you. Spirit is saying, no, No one externally has been hearing you, and that's for a reason. The reason why Spirit ain't letting nobody externally hear this is because the divine wants you to pull it together. The divine wants you to see just how covered you are. I'm telling you, baby, let me tell you something. Hey, let me tell you something. When I tell you that I was able to shut that shit down and simply say, let me tell you something. This is so not supposed to be over here that the divine ain't even let this. Baby, the only way this is getting to me is by a human being. But if the divine wanted that frequency to be a part of my frequency, and that person said they sent me a text message, baby, it would have came through. I had this number for years. Spirit wants you to move in a, like, Spirit don't want nobody else to claim what is about to take place for you. Okay, nobody else can claim ownership of the miracle that's the balancing, justice, divine equilibrium. Nobody else can claim ownership of this. Okay. But this is somebody who's getting karma. That's who this water sign is. They could be affected by cancer. The 11th could be significant, Pookie. Okay. That's your full moon in Sagittarius. The 20th, the opportunity, I mean, look, the 20th, damn, there's 20 people in here, but the 20th could be significant, but the opportunity is judgment. The opportunity is judgment. Justice, judgment. The challenge is the tower. No matter what this judgment is, it will bring in sudden, uncomfortable changes, Sagittarius. You must know that. The advice, the death card, look, don't resist these changes, Sag. Embrace the changes and go through the transformation that is needed. Don't resist, okay? What's falling away, let it fall away. What's on the other side? Shit, Pookie. Hey, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Why we got the justice, the judgment, the tower, the death card, and the chariot? Look, listen, Linda. I don't know about you. And it might just be because I got them old Baptist roots down in there. And don't forget about them Pentecostal roots. You know, neither one of them know how to shut up, okay? But when I get some shit like this, that you and your loved ones are safe and that a new start is coming, and then I get 5 major, I'm only pulling 5 tarot cards. Now, what I start doing when I start clarifying, then you're meddling, all right? But the main spread is 5 cards, and all 5 of them is major arcanas. The universe is literally, blatantly telling the Sagittarius 9th house collective, hey, Pookie, do me a favor. Sit down and shut up and watch me work. Let me cook for you. I got some I'm trying to serve to you on a platter. But for real, I need you to go on and get off the fence. Make a decision, get off the fence. If you can make your decision, get off the fence and take your hands and your foot off the pedal and off the wheel, I got you. I got you covered like a blanket, okay? Because prosperity lies ahead. But let me tell you something. The Spirit is saying ain't nothing is set in stone because you have to make the decision to click the autopilot. You, even a Tesla, you have to decide to turn into a self-driving car, right? You can drive a Tesla manual. Pookie, you have to, free will is a thing, okay? And the thing that is stopping you is that you have to first kick into believing in the impossible. Baby, I'm telling you, I felt so powerful. And as a matter of fact, the person that I said it to needed confirmation that the divine will move like that. Because when I said it to her, when I said, baby, God is protecting me from that. Baby, she shut the fuck up, started smelling and turned red. Okay? So that person needed the confirmation that her divine will move like that for her too. But most importantly, you need to know that if you just surrender and take your foot off the pedal and stop, and like, I'm not even going to entertain this conversation no more, Pookie, and I'm letting you know this one last time. I'm not entertaining it. And when you do that and you mean that, kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the escape. We just kicking. You hear me? I don't let that shit, but I'm going to sleep good. Okay, I'm going to sleep good because I know that when I showed up, I showed up. Okay? Now let's see. Let's see what the tower is. I can't believe this is all major arcanas. So the 7th through the 20th is going to be very important for you, okay? But let's see. What about the tower? because it does call for a radical change. It is gonna require a radical change. What's up, Megan? What's up, Feather 999 Infinity 9, baby? I don't know, Feather. Oh shit, poo. I got the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Can I be honest with you? You have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. And new love is a part of it. And new love is a part of it. And the reason why I think that this is going to be so difficult is because I definitely feel like that whatever this choice is, permanently moving on, or this choice is going to permanently change you. Like, when I think about the Nine of Swords, it's like, it took me a long time to get settled in life. Okay. Well, I feel like it took me a long time to get settled in life. So the thought of getting unsettled, even if it's moving up, brings about uncomfortability for me. Okay. So like the thought of moving after so long of being on rocky, unstable ground and finally getting fortified here and being here as long as the thought of moving brings about anxiety. But and I feel like that's what this is here. Okay. I have to be honest with you. I feel like that's what this is. But where you're headed, like the move that you're making is actually onto calmer waters. And I got to be honest with you. It's not so much with the swords being here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical move. This could just be moving from one paradigm to the next. And, like I used the example the other day. I think it was an Aquarius's reading. So someone could be dealing with an Aquarius, or have Aquarius in your birth chart, take it as it resonates. But, like as a child that grew up in foster care and in those group homes, you know what I'm saying? Like they would take, like if I was bad, they would take my phone calls from me. So there would be times where I would go a long period of time without speaking to my loved ones. So for me as an adult, it like, especially when I'm over here bumping skins, it's like a natural, like it's like it's a trigger response when I don't hear from someone that I love every day, like for real. Like even when me and Quanda first began tight, I was talking to Quanda every single day. And it's literally my attachment style due to my trauma, right? So with that awareness, Spirit is saying that's a trauma attachment. There's not to say that anything is wrong with that, okay? I'm not sitting here trying to say that anything is wrong with that, but I am trying to say that because there's the awareness that it is that is a trauma attachment style, the reaction that you may feel when you don't get what you want is not on the proper scale. It is outside of its scale of normal reaction. And that is worthy of accountability, and that is worthy of adjusting. Spirit is saying, I need you to get into that groove in this season because it's going to help you make better choices because Pookie, I got new love for you. And yes, it's going to change some things up, and it may even make some things with your past jealous. Okay. That's what you need to know. It may trigger someone from your past. And because somebody from your past is triggered, you may want to go in with a triggered response. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Does that make sense, y'all? I know it does because this reading is banging, honey. It is. It's nice. It's only because I see that you're actually about to be overcoming the obstacles that you yourself have been trying to overcome for far too long, but you go at it from a place of feeling like that it's you against the world, and it's not. That's why the judgment is the opportunity. You see how those angel wings are coming to console someone? I want you to know there is like shit, Pookie, there's somebody coming in. There's somebody coming in, and they do show up in the emperor status, Pookie. Hey Michelle, what's up, Pooh? Y'all awful quiet. I hope y'all smashing that thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. Oh no, y'all just eating. Oh no, y'all just eating. 75 people up in here with 17 thumbs up. Damn, Saggy, I see you, Pooh. That's all right, I'm gonna still give you your medicine. Show me the Show me the I understand the opportunity. The Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands. So there's been some sort of plans halted for you. Like there's been some sort of plans. Y'all just seen a cardinal. And I've seen it descend too. There's been some sort of plan and or strategy that's not coming into fruition. But I have to be honest with you, the strategy is less than honorable. Ego and pride is at the fourth, is the ego and pride. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. The strategy is not cohesiveness. The Three of Pentacles is collaboration. So whatever strategy, and that's why Spirit is saying the Death card is needed. There is, like, don't resist making the necessary changes here. The Four of Swords, yeah, baby, that's indicative. Remember, I can't remember where I was at in the all signs. I literally just broke down the Four of Swords in the all signs. And that is that energy of understanding, kind of like the Three of Swords, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me think of a three. Let me make my shit let me use my own shit just so. I don't know. I really don't be trying to get too personal just because I don't want to be, people in my life. Baby, an apology will get a long way in my life. You know what I'm saying? An apology and some change behavior get you a long way in my life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too much on holding grudges or nothing like that because, Pookie, baby, I remember being a demon. You hear me? I remember being Satan's best employee. You feel me? So I try not to hold too many grudges or think that people can't change. You know what I'm saying? Because, baby, you're looking at the product of somebody that can develop and change, and that has developed and changed. You know what I'm saying? But I guess if I had to give you an example, it would be, I don't know. I don't want to put nobody's business out there. We just all have Three of Swords. And I've got to be honest with you. When I look at all the times that people have hurt me, I can immediately find where my boundaries was slipping like a motherfucker. Okay? They was. And it don't give them no right to do it. No, it don't. I'm not trying to say that just because, trigger one, I'm not saying just because you out here wearing hoochie coochie mama shorts that anybody can take advantage of you. Now, fuck that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't even put that on me. Because, baby, well, I got some solutions for somebody like that, okay? But we won't go there. But what I will say is, where can we make changes so that we can better protect ourselves? That's what boundaries are. And it doesn't justify the people that take advantage of our lack of boundaries. It doesn't justify them. It doesn't, none of that. But it does say, hey, Pookie, we out here slipping, ain't we? Yeah, we slipping. All right, well, what can we do? What changes we need to make? Because I don't want to slip like that no more. Last time I slipped, that shit hurt my tailbone for about 6 months. Swear to you. Last time I slipped on this back porch, my tailbone was hurting for 6 months. Huh. You think I run out that? You think I go out that door so fast now and it's raining? Hell no. I take my time. You learn a lesson. That's what this is. And it does require accountability. It does. Let me use that. This porch. Thank you, Spirit. Running out the door really, really quick. It's raining. It's the temperatures dropped. And the Herbie Kirby was coming and I fell asleep. So I tried to hurry up and run out there real quick. Take my trash down. Fell, busted my ass. For real, I probably would have went to the doctor. They probably would have told me I chipped that thing. I don't make that mistake no more. I don't go out that door fast no more. It don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I can blame whoever I want to make up in that moment. It don't mean that, shit, like, let's just throw it out there. Shit, my landlord could have came up here and south it. Shit, you knew what was going on out here. We got 1,001 excuses. Whatever. But at the end of the day, what lesson did you learn? What lesson did you learn? And how good are you applying that moving forward? That's what the Four of Swords is. That's what the Four of Swords. That's what allows you the resilient energy. That's what allows you to push forward. I'm rambling now, y'all. PMO. What's PMO mean? because we are very protective of our personal environment. You already know that. What's up, Quanda? That's why that man asked you if you had company. I was hollering. Hold on, what I just said. What I just said. Listen, side note, you brought up the rose earlier. Yes, I know, retarded. I'm good, thank you. Hey, Lindsay. So I do want to, before I get too lost in y'all's chat, I do want to look at the outcome. I do want to look at the Chariot card because I do like that the Chariot is in your outcome, because the Chariot is about overcoming the obstacles, victory, success, forward movement. Some of you all could flat out be moving as well, okay? The Chariot, show me the Chariot for the outcome. The 10 of Pentacles. Hey, not only do you gain a different perspective, should I feel like that you flat out drop this situation? Like whatever's been causing you to deal with this and not release it, why do I feel like that you got a reason to release it? Like it no longer has an effect on you. I don't know what you're talking about. It no longer has an effect on you. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I love it. The Hangman is what came out. You gain a different perspective on this. Not only do you gain a different perspective on this, you are actually able to surrender the thing that you have been holding on to. And what's that say? The Fool card, you move forward. We all know that the Fool don't move, like the Fool moves forward with very little baggage. You know what I'm saying? There's no baggage. So basically you surrender something major and it clears the pathway. Every time I think about clearing the pathway, it puts me in mind of the weed whacker, y'all. I was in this group home. It's the realest thing to a boot camp in Kentucky. And when like the children tell you what to do, and the first day I went there, baby, I done always been a little feisty thing, honey. Okay, I done always just been a little feisty, a little too much sauce, honey. And that's all right. But anywho, and so the weed whacker, you had to go back and I don't know if that's what we called it here. Okay. It's a stick with a blade. It's one big ass blade and it bows out on this side to connect the ends of the blade to one stick. And if you move it like this, it cut the grass. We cut the grass with that. They did not let us mow. We cut the grass with that. Okay. But the first day I went, that's what they was doing. And we had to do it in the same direction. Well, Pookie, honey, y'all was lucky I had that thing in my hand and out with the way I was feeling. And so somebody came to me and they said, they gave me an authority problem. That's what it was. That's an authority problem and you need to work it out within 3 days. I'll never forget it. You know why? Because the demon inside of me took that weed whacker and knocked that motherfucker straight out. I'm sorry, God. I'm so glad I am redeemed. But what I learned in that moment, because what I did is I utilized the tool that was meant to clear my pathway to complicate my life. That's what it did. It complicated my life, but that's the same tool that for real was meant to clear my pathway so that I can move forward. And that was the lesson that they was learning that day when I went into Rainy Step, was how we are always given the resources to clear our pathway forward. But not most of the time, we're not happy with the resource and the tool that we have. So then we do, shit. We do what we do when we're not happy. We throw a temper tantrum and it complicates life. And that's literally what I did that day. And so, but I just feel like that you're being given an opportunity in the resources to forge your path forward. But you have to be mindful not to, get too caught in what would be comfortable for you. After all I've endured, this is the only way I'm moving forward. Loosen up. There's no room for a miracle to happen in that mental space. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm just saying, why pull up? What's up, La Unique? Hey, Catherine. Pissing me off. What's up, Neek? There go my friend over there. It could be a Leo that's getting ready to pop up on y'all. My children love her. She's a beautiful soul, just lost in this world. All right, Sag, that's what I got for you. This was a nice message. I do see you moving forward. Y'all, we doing First Thursday tomorrow. You know, First Thursday, all my subscribers get to ask free questions. I'm thinking about doing free yes, no's tonight. I'm thinking about doing free yes, no's right now. What y'all think? Let me get over here so I can see what the reactions look like. Y'all are talking about literally. I mean, the chat's talking, but that thumbs up, that is like, wow. Is that how y'all love on me? Ooh, don't even worry about it. Ooh. Look. That's why I don't mind the wine sometimes. That's why I don't mind the wine sometimes. Because sometimes through your whining, using your voice, of course, we have to learn how to use our words. We learned that as children. But it's okay to whine a little bit. You want me to tell you why? Because sometimes you get an answer that you would have never gotten if you didn't use your voice. I was literally getting right. I was literally sitting here whining about y'all not smashing that thumbs up button. And then the card of expansion, Jupiter, luck, comes out. Don't worry about that shit. Can't nobody stop your time when it's attached to the wheel of fortune. Just stay. Oh my gosh! Just stay a hold of your vision. You need a bag? I got you. Huh? I see. I heard her. I heard her. I heard her. Tell her I love her too. Facts. That part. Yeah, not for real. And then look with the chariot and the king of wands at the bottom of the deck, baby, you got a hold and the king of wands is on top of the chariot. My vision is what's going to move me forward. And that's it. Like, when that's not it. Because my vision is, that's it. Okay, so let me tell y'all why I love the king of wands. It is my vision. But the king of wands is the visionary. But here's why it's so beautiful. Because along the way, the divine is going to give me tasks to delegate. And if I'm not open and receptive to my divine intuition, to delegate my role, to delegate in the roles to bring, like if I think that I'm going to pack all of the burdens to bring my vision into fruition alone, well, then 9 times out of 10, I'm going to run into more obstacles and my obstacles are going to stop me and I'm not going to see them as opportunities to triumph. I'm going to see them as hurdles that are holding me back. Okay. But I used to jump hurdles. So maybe hurdles, I look forward to hurdles, but not everybody has that mentality. So what ultimately is saying is the better off that you are opening up and listening to your intuition, the better you are at delegating roles, and the better you are at bringing your vision into reality. Because no matter if it's your vision, it's a vision that's being given to you for the purpose of the bigger picture. Let me shut up and get off my soapbox. You be so on point. You get on my nerves, but not for real. I love you. I love you too. I know that's right. Miss Files says she just got her apology. Hey. I'm telling you, sometimes it be our mentality. Yes, everybody talk about move forward, give yourself the closure. Yes, because if without giving yourself the closure, you create a mentality that does not open you up to receive. It's not necessarily that the divine wants you to go through your host. I was just talking to this young lady, the young lady that I just told I love you. We was talking about my story. Okay, we was talking about my story. And when I was telling her my story, she happened to get upset. And I was like, why are you getting upset? Don't get upset. Because had I not endured my journey, I wouldn't be half the person that I am today. Okay? It ain't that my journey didn't hurt along the way. It hurt like a motherfucker. Okay? It did. But I wouldn't be in the mindset that I'm in now. And let's just say that we don't even bring my whole life up. I don't hate my son's father, because if it wasn't for the journey that he put me through, I wouldn't have been able to piece together how I was walking through life, making everybody's reaction towards me, making me a victim towards their reaction. My son's father, what he did to me, it made me recognize how my behaviors towards other people have a deeper effect. And that deeper effect, it act like it's the effect. It's not so much the action, it's the effect of that action on the other person. And that's why you do have to be mindful of what you say and how you do and how it lands on other people, because people manifest based off of a feeling. So if we manifest based off of a feeling and you walk around making people feel like shit, what the fuck you think you manifesting? Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. My blessings began to amplify the moment that I started to give messages that make y'all feel good. Y'all can go on my website, read my reviews. I got email galores that I refuse to delete because they inspire me, about the way I deliver my messages and the way that y'all receive them and the way that they transform the way that y'all show up in life. Baby, just because of that, I can see, I watch my blessings every day become amplified, because I give my blessings based off of the way I make people feel. And sometimes people come into my readings, most of the time, people come into my readings feeling low. But by the time they at the end of our session, there is a visible shift in the energetic vibration. And that for me, baby, that says, like, that's all the tip I need. That is the tip that I need, because at the end of the fucking day, that's my manifesting energy. Okay, that is like, that's where my blessings come from. So that's why you have to stop blocking your own blessings by feeling a certain way, because they did that. I really want to give y'all an example, but no, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't really want to give y'all an example, because baby, if I change the way y'all view somebody, baby, I'm liable to be mad at y'all and be violent towards y'all, because y'all be the thought about somebody that I love differently. You know what I'm saying? So I won't give you my business, but I will say that it never fails. Every time somebody wrongs me, it comes back. It comes back. And it's not because it's always come back. At least it's not always come back where I've acknowledged it. But now, because I move in a way that I try to make other people feel good, my blessings are visible, and they're not only visible, they're amplified. And that's just the truth of it. What's up, Star Lover? What's up, RC? I just cut myself for trying to do more than this. Hold on. What you mean? You just cut yourself off from trying to do more than necessary and insisting? Because if you just cut yourself off dead in the middle, congratulations. Because I'm gonna tell you what, that's when I started to like, for real, I would be in the middle of over explaining, and I'd be like, you know what, I'm doing too fucking much, and I would stop talking right then and there. That was like, it's okay to do that. It's okay to do that, because that, like, yeah, slip ups, like, baby, it's the world that don't believe in slip ups. The divine understands human nature. Human nature is intended to fuck up, okay? Human nature is intended to fuck up. That's why them churchly people are some of the most demonic people, because they try to keep it in the closet. And you ever put a lid on a boiling pot? Let me stop before I offend some people. But y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Go ahead and drop some yes, no questions. I'll do yes, no questions. I'm off my soapbox. Because my babies are down there still having a ball. They're not worried about me. I love the readings, but you know my messages come through your stories. That's where I relate, and the stories resonate with me more. I know that's right. But then it look like you look like you know how to use tarot. Then for real, because for real, anybody can read tarot. It's the energy that your reader is attaching to it that is determining how you're going to approach that choice. Okay. So it is very important to choose the type of tarot reader that you're getting. And I'm not telling, look, and I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not knocking nobody. Shit, if you like that lifestyle, choose the reader that matches the lifestyle that you want to pursue. That's the thing. Y'all said y'all wanted yes, no questions, and not a single soul has dropped them. I'm going to do it for about 15 minutes. I wish I could do a countdown. I wish I could do a small screen countdown. Yeah, I'm going to do it for about 15 minutes. Let me type it in the chat because some people rewound. Where's it at right there? Because I'm only going to be on for about 15 minutes. So definitely take advantage while you can. You know why I like arts and crafts? Because arts and crafts make, like, you end up work. It don't matter if you sit down mad at the world. Baby, by the time you do arts and crafts, baby, you done made a new friends. You didn't, like, you just wake up, you walk away from that tables, you step away from them arts and crafts just feeling a little bit like, I love arts and crafts. I do. And baby, usually when children are around me, 9 times out of 10, they got something crafty in their face. I found a house that I want to move to. Should I move since I haven't gotten the signed docs from my ex-husband yet? I somehow accidentally paid my mortgage up through September, and I feel like that is my sign, but with love confirmation. I think it's so funny that I pulled out the card that says reconciliation. Somebody that's watching me needs to know that they might have the opportunity to have reconciliation. Star Lover said me too. Yeah, nah, for real. I love arts and crafts. For real, I do. Maybe I can sit down and color for no reason at all day long. There's a cardinal right across the street. Let me see. Should Catherine move? Damn, it's too much, Spirit. I have a no. I do have a no and a yes, but I seen no first, and it was on top of another no too. Hey, nah. Let me see. Should Catherine move? No. It's a flat out no. No. And I feel like that you already know this too. You're like, you want to, but intuitively you already know that it's not the time. Miss Files said, does Dave genuinely love Miss Files and want to be with her? Yes. Uplifts your spirit, easy to do, light work. Yes, but I have to be honest with you, the way that you think about it, of course, somebody's mind. I'm not going to necessarily put that on you. Yes. The simple yes or no is yes, but y'all make that shit way too hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's simple. Ashley C. Should I continue my career in nursing? Should Ashley C. continue her career in nursing? Should Ashley C. continue her career? No. blows up in your face, explosive combo. Ooh, you're not happy. So the answer is no. Are you still taking yes, no questions? Yes. Megan, am I gonna get that massage tonight? You so nasty. I hope you do, because I hope while you getting yours, the universe allows energetically for my knot to be rubbed out. The fuck do you mean? I need a massage. I'm so jealous. Yes, yes. I got a yes. I got a yes. I do sip and paint parties for kids. I know that's right. Hey, my love. Hey, Tosh Glam. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while, Pooh. What's up? I had to see that picture. I color all the time. I know that's right, Star Lover. Catherine said, dang. Star Lover said it's relaxing. Yes, it really is. Kiara said, will Kiara move into an apartment before her birthday? Will Kiara move into an apartment? No. There's blind spots. It'll come back to bite you, okay? There's something you're trying to rush, my love. Star Lover, should Star Lover stay at her current job? Should Star Lover stay at her current job? Unfinished business, loose ends, no. Obstacles too large, seeking another way. Michelle Birch. Will Michelle Birch excel on the current job? Will Michelle Birch excel on her current job? Will Michelle Birch? Yes. Unlocked potential keys are available. Not only will you excel, but you will elevate. Megan, thank you, babe. You so welcome, Pooh. Laughing my ass off. I can see that after the apology, a lot is clear now. Tosh Glam, is my clothing idea going to make me a millionaire? Uh-oh. Is Tosh Glam's clothing idea going to make her a millionaire? I have a no. Barriers too strong. Access denied. Will it make you a millionaire? No, but will it open doors for you? I do have a yes at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to stop. What she said, Miss Files, I'm going to stop being a bug. What you mean? I know what you're talking about. Kiara said, damn, I'm in the middle of filling out forms, extra forms they sent. Oh, man, thanks, Key. You so welcome. I'm sorry, love. Damn, I got through all of that. Okay, now, I'm busted through. I kicked ass with that one. That was smooth. We kicked ass with that. Oh, Catherine says, will I be able to move sometime within this summer? Do you advise Catherine to move? Is Catherine advised to move sometime this summer? I don't know when this popped up, so I'm not going to take it. I gotta know. It'll be too much. It's just not gonna add up. One more card. I have to be honest with you. I think that you'll be happier if you stop trying to rush the process. I think that you'll end up disappointed if you rush the process. I don't understand. I don't know why you're rushing it. I'm pretty sure you have a valid reason, but the message is coming through the cards is if you rush it, you'll be disappointed. If you're willing to be patient, then I think that you're going to be happier. Dehasia. Is that Deja? Is that Deja or Dehasia? Will Dehasia be in a relationship this year? I got a yes. Let me pull another one. I was already in your energy when I got that yes. I do feel like it's a yes for you. I'm going to be honest with you. Will Dehasia be in a relationship? Yes, you will. And I have to be honest with you. It's not brand spanking new. Deja, that's what I thought, Deja. I have to be honest with you. It's like breathing new life into it. So either you're breathing new life into your love life, or it's with somebody from your past. Pookie, come for a personal. I don't know. Will I move into my apartment before this year ends? Kiara wants to know, will Kiara move into her apartment before the end of the year? Damn. I have a no. Deception in the dark. Truth is hidden. What the fuck? Okay, let me see something. What's holding Kiara up? Well, my love, can I be honest with you, Kiara? You know I am going to anyways. Baby, you gotta shift your focus. You focused on the wrong thing. What's holding you up? A new romantic cycle begins. So I feel like that if I could be honest with you, the reason why that the energy is not aligning for you to move is because you're wasting energy. I'm not gonna say you're wasting energy on your love life, but all I'm gonna say is this right here, Pookie. I'm gonna give you this example. My son, he got a temper like me. Okay. And when he don't get his way, he'll start to stomp in. Okay. But when he rides his bike, sometimes he'll get stuck. And I don't know if you remember with the training wheels, sometimes it's the training wheels that keep you stuck. And sometimes if you just rock yourself a little bit and push with your pedals at the same time, well, when you stuck, I promise I was just sitting on it. It was just uncomfortable. Okay. But anyways, like if you rock and you put forth the effort, then you can get moving. But sometimes my son is a little stubborn because he wants it his way and his way now, baby. He think he is the owner of Burger King. And I have to sometimes remind my son, Kiara, no, baby, them is the same feet. The same feet that you can't push that pedal with is the same feet that sometimes I think you turn my foundation up under my house with. So the same feet that you stomp through my house with is the same feet that can get you moving. But you have to choose. Are you going to keep on wasting your energy when you get mad and stomping around? Or are you going to save your energy for when you're riding your bike and you know you need an effort? You see what I'm saying? And I have to be honest with you. I do feel like that you're wasting a lot. I keep on using the word wasted, so I'm not going to run from it. But I do feel like that you're exhausting a lot of your energy in your romantic life. And ultimately, what I'm predicting for you is that at some point in time between this year, between now and while you're looking for an apartment, someone with romantic interest is going to come in and distract you. Okay, so that's what I got for you. Kiki, it's funny. In the readings, you always see him as a thug. They call him Gangsta Dave. I always laugh when the readers say thug or street smart. LOL, I want my place so damn bad. I know that's right. Tasha said, will my financial matters work out for the better? Thank you. That was abundantly clear. You're so welcome, baby. I'm so glad you're open to receive it. Let me see. Tasha Glam wants to know, will her financial situation change for the better? Yes. Your dreams take flight. See, I'm telling you, whatever clothing line you have, will it make you a millionaire? No, ma'am. But will it open doors for you? Yes. But you have to be willing to take actual steps on it. Why are nerds always attracted to thugs? I have no idea. Probably because thugs know how to make you feel real protected. Come protect me, daddy. I'm done, y'all. No more questions, okay? OMG, LOL. I love y'all so stinking much. I do. It looks like that everybody has left, so I'm probably going to have to go out here and help these children clean up the driveway. Y'all don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Support your girl. I don't mind to feed y'all. I don't ask for too much in return. All I ask for is the thumbs up and the thumbs up. And those of y'all that be like, she gets paid for this, I do want to let y'all know that I do good to make about $5 per live. Okay, I do want y'all to know that. At least at my streaming rate, okay? At my stream, I don't know what everybody else do. That ain't never one of my motherfucking business, and I don't make it a habit to make it none, okay? But I want y'all to know that I promise y'all, you're not paying a light bill by hitting the thumbs up button, okay? You're not paying a light bill. You're not, you know what I'm saying? I promise you, I'm not robbing you, okay? If you just give me a thumbs up, I promise you, it's not highway robbery. I said, damn at first. Now I'm like, okay. You so welcome, Pookie. You have a great day as well, Megan. I love you too, Kiara. You so welcome. She said, I'm screaming. What I done said that made you scream, y'all know I be going. I pray to God they don't have his slime on their clothes. Let me see if it's man track out his child. No. Them thug girls calling them daddy, not for real, baby. Shit. For real. We all love a thug now, baby, because I'm a thug. I'm going to be honest, I don't know one. Other than his money, honey, Trick Daddy and Jay-Z, I just don't understand what, baby, they is not attractive folk. That's my personal opinion. And guess what? You know what my favorite saying was? Opinions are like assholes and everybody's got one. Go wipe your own. That's just my personal opinion, okay? I just seen a blue jay, a cardinal, and a robin all land in the same spot. It looked like a robin from over here, but I know it was a blue jay and a cardinal. Not daddy. Daddy. Mm-hmm. Or rather donating. What you mean, baby? What you talking about? Hold on. What am I missing? Thanks so much, Key. I got to put money on my card for you. Fuck that. I don't mind paying. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. Or rather donate. It makes sense. That makes sense. I wouldn't dare my dad alive. I know that's right. My daddy's alive too, but shit, the way I see it, shit. Dude, I love my daddy to death, but my peoples, I got daddy issues. And because we both participated in those daddy issues, you are not exempt, daddy. So I'm sorry. Yes, you probably do not want to know that your girl be over here bending that thing over calling a nigga daddy. But shit, you got to take accountability. Did you show up the way that you needed to show up? I appreciate the way that you did show up. But shit, daddy, I still fucked around and got some daddy issues. And now that makes me bend this thing over and call that man daddy. Yo, the good Lord is going to work on me. Hold on, what'd you say, BB? Damn. Okay, so we got a spirit guide named BB. Me and my daughter. We sure enough do. Me, my mama, and my daughter. Oh, BB. Oh, BB. What'd you say? She said Blue Jays. I know. I know. That's my granddaddy, George. Oh, my goodness. That is so crazy. And you call him BB. And my grandfather's name is George. But the BB that we have, his name was Billy. He was baby. When I tell you that man was heaven sent when I first had my daughter. Because when I first came home from the hospital after having my daughter, my mama went on a vacation, and baby, if it was not for him, baby, I probably would have been in a corner sucking my thumb, honey. We was both in there crying. Baby, look, let me get up off here because Miss Files is trying to draw it out of me, and I'm trying to stay in alignment. You hear me? Because ain't a damn thing I can do out here except for American Sign Language, and I'm be honest, That shit is overrated for real. So let me get up off these people's internet because I keep on fucking talking. Bye, y'all. Bye. I love y'all.